Hey everyone, today I'll be showing you how to master line spacing options on Windows MS Word. And here is how. Start by clicking on the Home tab at the very top of your screen. It is where you will find lots of tools for formatting your text. Turn on Show Hide Optional. This step isn't necessary, but it can be helpful. If you click the Show Hide button in the paragraph group, you will see little symbols like arrows and dots. These show where paragraphs start and other things that affect spacing. Find the words you want to change. You can do this by clicking and dragging your mouse over the text. This selects it so you can make changes to it. Look for the line and paragraph spacing button in the paragraph group. It looks like a couple of lines with an arrow pointing up and down. Click on it. Choose your spacing. A menu will appear with different options. You will see numbers like 1.0, 1.5, and 2.0. These numbers control how much space there is between lines. For example, 1.0 means no extra space, while 3.0 means a lot of extra space. You can also choose options like add space before paragraph or remove space after paragraph to change the space before or after paragraphs. The option you pick depends on how big your text is. The numbers tell the computer how much extra space to add between lines. For instance, if you pick 1.0, it means the lines are spaced normally. If you choose 3.0, there is a lot of space between them. Other choices affect the space before or after paragraphs, but not the space inside them. You should pick the option that fits best with the size of your text. Once you have made your choices, click the OK button at the bottom of the menu. This tells the computer to make the changes you have selected. Your changes happen right away, so you can see them as soon as you make them. It is pretty cool because you have the power to adjust both the space between lines, which can be set anywhere from 1.0 to 3.0, the space between paragraphs all in one go. This means you can make your text look exactly how you want it. And don't forget, if you turn on the Show Hide button earlier to see those paragraph symbols and formatting marks, you can always click it again to make them disappear whenever you want. To start, go to the Home tab at the top. If you want to see special symbols that show where paragraphs start and other formatting, click on the Show Hide button in the paragraph group. Now pick the text you want to adjust the spacing for. Here's a tip for PC users. If you want to change the spacing for everything in your document, press Ctrl+A. But remember, be careful. This will select everything, even things like headings, tables, and lists. You might not want to change the spacing for those, so check what you have selected before you go ahead. Now let us go into more detail. Click on the small arrow in the paragraph group. This will open the paragraph dialog box. Inside, you will find different sections, but we are interested in one called spacing. In this section, you can fine-tune the spacing just the way you want it. There are boxes labeled before and after that show how much space is above and below paragraphs. This space is measured in points, where each point equals 1/72 of an inch tall. You can adjust this spacing by clicking the arrows up or down, or by typing in a whole number or a number with a decimal directly into the box. This gives you precise control over how much space appears before and after each paragraph. In the line spacing menu, you will find 6 options to choose from. Single. This makes the line spaced like normal, based on how big your text is. 1.5 lines. It adds a bit more space than single spacing, about 1.5 times as much as your text size. Double. This doubles the space between lines compared to single spacing. At least. This option sets the minimum amount of space between lines. You can decide how much space you want by entering a number in the at box. Exactly. Here, you can set the exact space you want between lines by typing a number into the at box. Multiple. These options let you multiply the normal spacing by the number you enter in at the at box. For example, if you put in 3, the spacing will be 3 times bigger than the usual single spacing. Lastly, there is a choice called Don't Add Space Between Paragraphs of the Same Style. If you pick this, it means there won't be extra space between paragraphs that have the same style. This is often seen in documents where all the paragraphs look the same. While you are adjusting things in the spacing section, keep an eye on the preview box. It shows you what your document will look like with the changes you are making. When everything looks good to you, click the OK button. This tells the computer you are done. and it closes the paragraph dialog box. If you turn on the Show Hide button before, you can click it again to hide those paragraph symbols and other formatting. A question I often get is how to make an entire document single space. Let us go through the steps using the paragraph dialog box, which we used in the previous section. So first, head to the Home tab in the ribbon. Then if you're using PC, you can quickly select the entire document by pressing Ctrl-A. Next, click on the little arrow in the paragraph group to open the paragraph dialog box. In the spacing section, make sure to set before and after boxes to 0. Then from the line spacing drop-down menu, choose single. Once you have done that, just click the OK button to make the changes stick. Mastering line spacing option in Microsoft Word for Windows is a fundamental skill for anyone aiming to produce well-structured, readable, and professionally formatted documents. Line spacing significantly affects the readability and visual appeal of your text, making it a crucial element in document design. Microsoft Word offers a range of line spacing options, including single, 1.5, and double spacing, as well as customizable spacing to suit your specific needs. Understanding how to apply these options allows you to adjust the amount of space between lines of text, ensuring that your documents are easy to read and aesthetically pleasing. For instance, single spacing is often used for compact documents, while double spacing is common in academic papers to enhance readability and provide space for annotations. Custom line spacing can be particularly useful for meeting specific formatting requirements or for creating unique document styles. Proficiency in managing line spacing ensures your documents comply with various formatting guidelines, whether for professional reports, academic assignments, or creative projects. This skill enhances the overall appearance of your work, making it look polished and well organized. And that's it. I hope this helps. And before we end this video, please do share, like, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.